Previously on Gunsam TV.
I tried to find Hoejtoshi, the creator of the obscure and iconic Counter-Strike map Hoejhus9. The search led me to Game Banana, where the map had been uploaded by a guy named Jeff. It turned out to be a cold trail, but on a subreddit someone else asked the exact same question, and someone actually answered with a link. Unfortunately, it was another dead end, and in my desperation I started reading every single Hoejhus comment in existence, and there it was, comment saying Hoejhus9 version 21 is from Hoejhus9, made by Anders/Sonics. I found your username on Game Banana. Are you the creator of the original Hoejhus9?
Yes, that's me.
We finally found him, the man, the myth, the legend, the creator of Hoejhus9, and of course he is Danish. His name is Anders/Sonics, and he even responded on Reddit. But before we see what he has to say, I have to do something important. I made a Hoejhus skin with the textures from the map, with the wall pattern engraved in gold, perfectly crafted for Scandinavian operas. It even has the nasty bloodstains of Hoejhus. Alright, let's go back to Hoejtoshi/Anders/Sonics. He seemed really surprised when I reached out to him, and he said I was the first to ever ask that question. So I asked him if he's still active making maps, but he said no, and I asked him if he wanted to do a short interview. Finally, we would get all the answers to the big Hoejhus mystery. Why and how did he make this map? Why is it called Hoejhus9 instead of the Hoejhus? And did he make earlier versions like Hoejhus1, Hoejhus2, etc.? It would take Hoejtoshi several weeks before he answered. And as I waited for answers, I had one last mission.
When will you trolls stop making Hoejhus remakes?
No, not a remake. I decided to port the original map over to CS2 so we could save Scandinavian Counter-Strike and enjoy Hoejhus one last time. And even though Hoejtoshi is no longer a mapper, I am happy for him. The Danish Knight had moved on to other things.
Remember when you left Hoejhus? Before all this, before Hoejtoshi, you were gone 17 years. 17 years. I waited, hoping that you wouldn't come back. Every year, I took a holiday. I went to Copenhagen. There's this cafe on the banks of Nihal. Every fine evening, I'd sit there and order gammeldansk. I had this fantasy that I would look across the tables and I'd see you there with a wife, maybe a couple of kids. You wouldn't say anything to me, nor me to you. But we both know that you'd made it, that you were happy. I never wanted you to come back to Hoejhus. I always knew there was nothing here for you except pain and tragedy. And I wanted something more for you than that.
The porting was almost a success, and as I uploaded the map to the workshop, I had a new message on Reddit. And for the first time in human history, we had the truth about Hoejhus. Enjoy.